Now, vintage divers, I don't want you to laugh at this. This is serious stuff, okay? I know the picture on the front of this shows me wearing this funny little orange mask with the snorkel and the one-way valve, little ping-pong valve in there. But you know, this was actually a serious mask. As a matter of fact, masks like this with built-in snorkels were quite common. I know if you go onto the internet right now, you'll see a full-face mask with a snorkel on there right now. And they're all the rage. Everyone has to have one of the greatest things since sliced bread. I don't know what was before sliced bread, but they're not that new. These masks I have in front of me right here are all from the 50s and the 60s. Yeah, 50, 60 years ago. So this mask, full-face mask with the snorkel sticking out the top, great idea. Not a new idea. No, nicer materials. These don't come in pink. But anyway, so here's an example of a mask that was quite common many, many years ago. Simple mask goes over your face and it has a snorkel with a one-way valve in it. So when you went underwater, in theory anyway, the water did not go into the mask. It's pretty straightforward. But there were lots of them. Here's another one. This one's blue. Not much difference. Most of these masks, by the way, interesting enough, were made in Europe. And that's the case with this one. This is called the Champion. And this is a complete full face, goes over your whole face, including your mouth. So everything was inside there, and you had a snorkel, again with a non-return valve on top. This is missing the ping-pong valve. This one, unfortunately, was not taken care of very well, so the rubber is a little bit distorted. The strap is broken. But this is another example of one of those snorkel masks. Now, this is a pretty neat one here. This is another one that covers your whole face. I'll show you how this works. It goes over your eyes, and this cup here goes around your chin like this. Strap around the back of your head, of course, and the snorkel that clamps in here at the front goes up, and then it has a non-return valve with the ping pong ball, so you could swim along like this, you see, and breathe and snorkel and talk, whatever you wanted to do. And when you saw something, down you went. The ping pong ball went up into the mask and stopped the water, and down you went. That was the theory anyway. Some of them worked not too badly. So this style was pretty common. Now here's a really, really odd one. I wanted to show you this one as well. This was made by Pirelli. Yeah, the people that make tires. Pirelli actually used to make a lot of scuba diving gear. They made wetsuits, dry suits anyway, and anything made of rubber, which made sense because Pirelli was a rubber company. But here's an old mask that they had many years ago, and it's pretty neat. Typical plastic in front. They had a very, very nice, a very soft, collapsible skirt. I don't know if you can see that very well, Kevin, but you see how the skirt here has a fold in it so that it seals nice and smoothly against your face. Built-in snorkel on the top. Actually works pretty well, but they had one more feature that was pretty interesting. Let's see if I can explain how this works, Kevin. Here's a bag. It's a rubber bag, okay? And this strap goes down on this side, and this goes around the back of your head. So on the back of your head, there's this bag. Now, when you're on the surface, you could fill this bag with air. And then when you dove down you go, you could actually breathe the air out of this bag on the back, so you would stay down for a little longer than normal. I'm not too sure how safe it was. I'm not too sure how well it worked. This mask, I haven't seen this mask around anywhere else. It's maybe the only model like this available. But that was the theory behind this mask. A little extra bit of air breathing out of a bag on the back of your head. Pretty neat stuff, huh? Now, if you think that this is weird, then you know, I'm going to have to tell you that I guess I'm weird, because here's my mask. I think maybe you've seen this before, but this is my own personal mask when I was just a boy, 8, 9 years old, 1958, and I bought one of these masks. This was made in Europe too. Now, I bought this mask for a couple of reasons. First of all, this was sold as a professional diving mask, twin snorkel mask. That's one reason I bought it, and it seemed really, really good. I think I may have been swayed a little bit by the bathing beauty on the front. That's a possibility, 9 or 10, maybe not. But anyway, she certainly is pretty cute. But the mask itself is similar to these ones that I've already shown you. This is my own mask, and I have kept it. It's in almost perfect condition. And this was a full face mask as well. Now remember, this was a full face mask for a kid, for a young person. It doesn't fit me very well anymore. My head has gotten bigger. but you can see that it goes around my chin, around my whole face. My whole face is in there. And then, of course, you would just simply take your two snorkels, and both of these snorkels, both in perfect condition, both of these snorkels have the obligatory, in those days, ping-pong ball one-way valve. So you can just imagine me, if you will, when I was 8 or 9 years old, Lake Ontario, swimming on the shipwreck down there that I discovered. That's another whole story. It's one of my published stories, actually. The shipwreck I discovered on Lake Ontario, swimming along like this. And you laugh all you want, but I was cool. I mean, for a 10-year-old, I was cool, and I was the happiest little boy in the world. I was a frogman, just like Mike Nelson, with my twin snorkel mask. Yeah, very common, this design, a long, long time ago. But these are old, 50, 60 years old. Now you've seen them. Probably the only place you will see them like this. I hope you enjoyed that. Maybe some of you are a bit older, maybe you can think back and say, gosh, I think I had a mask like that. Or maybe my father did, I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, Alec, Peirce, Vintage Scuba, got some more neat stuff to show you. Keep watching. Thanks, bye-bye.